The World Health Organization has estimated that 80% of all disease in the world is attributable to lack of pure water for drinking and sanitation. It isn't confined to third world nations either. There is virtually no above-ground water in the U.S. that is not contaminated with some form of parasitic microorganism. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. It must also be remembered that since water weighs 8 pounds per gallon, it is impractical to carry all you need on an extended outing where you'll be traveling on foot. You have the option of storing it in advance or purifying it as you go. Getting sick in the wilderness can be a disaster, and you cannot afford to let water make you ill. There is a military saying that it is better to ration sweat than water. Your water doesn't do any good stored in a canteen, but should be stored in your body. If you're going to be engaged in strenuous activity in hot and humid or hot and arid climates, you should drink frequently. Hunters and hikers undergoing a hard climb with a heavy pack could consume up to 2 quarts an hour if available. If you are dehydrating, one sign will be that your urine will turn a bright yellow. Perhaps the oldest method for purifying water is to boil it. Boiling doesn't remove particulates or water-soluble poisons, but will disinfect. The water should be kept at a rolling boil for 5 minutes, with an additional minute for every 1,000 feet above sea level, which is another reason to carry a topographical map. After boiling, water can taste flat, but this taste can be removed by aerating, pouring the water back and forth between containers.
This is a solar still which uses condensation which forms on the bottom of this plastic to drip down into a container to produce water in an emergency situation. We're going to tear it up in a minute so you can see the insides of it and see exactly how it works. As you can see, our solar still has produced about 1 2/3 cups of water in about 36 hours. The mechanism for the solar still involves a pit which is about 3 feet across and 18 inches deep, in which a container has been placed towards the center. The plastic is laid over the top and weighted down with wood, rock, dirt, whatever you have, and a small rock is placed in the center of the plastic, which is directly over the container. It's very important that it be directly over the container. This forms an inverted cone, and water from the soil and from this plant matter condenses on the bottom of the plastic, pours down and drips into the container, where this hose is used to suck it out so you don't have to lift up the plastic every time you want to get a drink.